What do I remember about the water? I know I drank a lot of it. We always carried a couple of canteens when we were out in the field.
The citizens can hold our government accountable now, for the first time ever.
I'm fearful of whether or not the cancer will come back.
This is going to change the judicial landscape of our entire country.
How many folks are Marines in the room? Everybody.
I was in Camp Lejeune in 1966. I mean, this is the week in 1966 that I went to Vietnam.
Lucas Luquire in the back and I, part of this Bell Legal Group Special Operations, what we do is we travel around the country doing these awareness meetings. Ed Bell, who's here with us tonight, I don't think anybody understands the nuances of the legislation better than him, since he in fact drafted the legislation.
If you find somebody who can tell a story and capture your imagination and your ideas, then you've learned how to tell a story.
About 15 years ago, we started this fight for Marine family.
I was a Navy corpsman. I went there for field medical school training prior to going to Vietnam.
We were able to take this Camp Lejeune story and tell it individually with over 280 meetings I had with congressmen and senators.
Still a long shot, still almost an impossible dream.
It was very physically taxing training. I mean, it was like going to boot camp.
This was a bipartisan bill where congressmen and senators decided to do something different.
Let's right this wrong these families have fought for since 1953.
You know, you get denied. After a while, you just give up.
I hear that everywhere I go. Well, the PACT Act should break down some of those barriers to that denial. People have been harmed, many people, more than 1 million people.
They covered it up. We have documents to prove that. They knew about it. And they knew that families and mothers and pregnant mothers were drinking this water, and thousands of babies were dying.
Started in 2009. I had the precancerous condition for esophageal cancer known as Barrett's esophagus. 6 procedures, operations if you will, to have it removed.
It was signed into law on August 10th. Mission Impossible is accomplished.
For the first time in U.S. history, you now can sue the federal government and get a jury trial.
We now have a law forward for those families, and even families that have lost folks that can file for damages. All that denial, the PACT Act should allow a pathway that is smoother for you to get the disability that you deserve. The Navy gave us some clarification.
And it went all those years denying it, and guys like Ed went to bat for us.
Now a chance for you to take what's happened to you, and I can't fix that.
All that stuff you see on television, I talked to the guy, he's a real deal.
But I can help you get some results. And if we do it right, we will make a difference for ourselves, but we'll also make a difference for future people who have similar problems.
It's a real deal, it's real. So if you got any of this stuff or you think you do,
and we got to keep standing up. Don't stop now. We need to get the word out.
It's important for everybody to understand, don't pick the wrong lawyer. Please don't pick the wrong lawyer.